As I sat at a dinner party for our philosophy club, I realized one of the people with us was a draft dodger from the Russia-Ukraine war. Once Russia announced the draft, he escaped the country and ended up in Mexico. Donovan, a 75-year-old veteran who was drafted in Vietnam, turned to me and said it was a senseless, brutal conflict that was happening. We spoke of how Zelensky and Putin should fight to the death to settle their differences instead of costing the lives of all those innocent young men. Then he asked if I knew that each day, approximately 150,000 people die and 385,000 people are born. No, I told him. I didn't know that. Donovan then asked me if I was the person tasked with taking those 150,000 people out of the world each day, if I'd do anything different. It's a job that needs to get done, after all. Every day people are coming in, and every day people are going out. We need death. It's part of the cycle of life. It's one of our duties. So with those 150,000 people that need to die each day, what would I do to change it if I was in charge? Well, I'd make sure only old people go out, I started. Give all the young people the chance to experience life. But then I was flooded with thoughts that would take the randomness out. That would mess up the plan of the locals, and the stories that we have. What about evil people? One person's evil is another person's hero, so it's not necessarily an objective measure. Then I thought about Bruce Almighty. After trying to answer everyone's prayers, he simply decides to ignore them. Taking people out of the world is messy and heartbreaking, and it's something that needs to be done. But if I were given the duty of taking all these people that need to be taken out of the world each day, I would say, perfect the way it is. Would you make a change? From a Stoic perspective, whenever it's your time is when it's your time. It may seem unfair to us, but if we look at the bigger picture, it all makes perfect sense. One of our tasks is that we accept death in a cheerful spirit, as death is nothing but the dissolution of elements from which each living thing is composed. If it doesn't hurt the individual elements to change continually into one another, why are people afraid of all of them changing and separating? It's a natural thing, and nothing natural is evil. Marcus Aurelius.